You're clear.
You've been putting down 2-3 scores a month. You want to put down contract scores all over the country, working directly for me?
I am self-employed. Guys steal ice. Just diamonds or cash.
Fine. I'll make you a millionaire in 4 months.
I wear $150 slacks. I wear silk shirts. I wear $800 suits. I wear a gold watch. I wear a perfect D, flawless, 3-carat ring. I'm a thief.
Do you think that I have been waiting for you to come along?
You're gonna marry her and have some kids.
Yes. Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey.
I mean, what is going on in your life that is so terrific? I'm just asking you to be with me. Go.
I got a problem.
I want my money.
We're your new partners. We're in for 10 points.
I am the last guy you want to mess with.
You get paid what I say. You do what I say.
You don't know from one day to the next whether you're going to be killed, go home, or get busted.
What's wrong with you?
James Caan. Thief.
All right, everyone. Now back to business with everyone's favorite working director, Steve Surjik.
Hey, guys.
Sorry, brother.
So we were just talking about like what does Michael Mann bring to a commercial movie, and he's got such an incredible portfolio of work. But I think we were in agreement that the crime thriller, the crime drama, the moody crime drama is really his specialty. Mm-hmm. And he really brought music to that scenario. I mean, Miami Vice was always, it was 50% music and 50% people driving around in the cars. Like it was very little plot development was going on.
I have a theory about that because Miami Vice was basically a music video in all the right ways. It was perfect timing for that. Most writers, I think, work to music, and he was one of those guys who was instrumental in saying, hey, I wrote this scene to Phil Collins in the air tonight. So let's put what the emotions from the music it gave me in writing it to the audience in the visual medium. But the thing about my theory is in the pilot for Miami Vice, when they're driving in the Ferrari to the Phil Collins music and he stops and he calls his wife, is prior to them doing that, I think the network called him and said, we're 2 minutes short. And he said, I got it. Let's go out with the car. Yeah. Play some music. We'll do it without permits. And I do think they actually did that without permits. And we'll shoot the car. We'll shoot the lights reflecting off it.
In Miami, they certainly did. You don't need permits there. It's a Wild West.
How much time we got? 25 minutes.
He did, I've read a bunch of essays on how he reinvented man's relationship with the car. Have you read this stuff?
No, anyway, but it makes sense.
Yeah. Do you remember in Thief, he had a car lot, like his day job, his cover story was that he had a car lot. His car lot was solid Cadillacs. There was just 1,000 Cadillacs. It was the greatest thing ever. And at the end, he like burns them all and stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Why does he do that in the movie?
he's trying to erase that he was there. Like he's no longer this person. He's gone, and because he's going to kill these guys, and he wants to disappear. And he disappears his wife. He disappears himself. Does he disappear himself? Does
I
he
think
die?
that's where
No,
I think
he
that's
makes
where
it.
it's heading at that point. But
Yeah,
I mean, he blows up his bar. Everything he's built, he destroys.
yeah, yeah. Unbelievable. So anyway, the man's relationship with Carr was also, expounded upon in his TV series,
Yeah.
Miami Vice, Crime Story. These were like, these were just basically music videos with a little bit of cop story behind them. And I love them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. It's another element. You were talking earlier when I blew this recording that you were talking about how crime, he's an ace of the crime story, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's Shakespearean. It's crime
Oh
story
yeah.
with repercussions and that,
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
know,
He's very, very, very. First of all, he researches the material. He's doing very, very intimate, like details, and then he brings in technical advisors, but not like we're used to working with technical advisors that are in homicide. They're maybe in forensics. They'll bring in a doctor, and they'll tell us about what makes sense here. We don't want to look like idiots. But he brings in technical advisors from Sing Sing prison. He
yeah,
brings in people that have worked with the syndicates, like in safe cracking. So I thought, oh yeah, I heard that he had hired this guy. No, in Thief, he had hired four guys, four of the top like safe crackers in the world.
right.
They came and they hung around with him. Can you imagine how much fun that would be?
It would be an education, wouldn't it? In every respect. I mean, we were joking earlier that he's so concise that he gives you this education in crime within the framework of his stories, and it's the kind of thing like your welding teacher would show you in detention, like after like shop class, like we're gonna look at this safe cracking tutorial. But I love that they also deliver, like he used that notorious safe cracker in Thief to play a cop, a little bit of
Right. His name is
internal
John
yeah,
Sanchucci, and
yeah,
he was all over Crime Story,
right,
and not only was he playing a part of a cop, and not only was he a technical advisor, but he brought all the tools to that
yeah,
show.
yeah,
That the drill press, the burning bar, the communication. This is his kit. This is what he goes to
yeah.
work with.
See, that's the other thing I think about. Like he needs a special component for the mission, and he has exactly the place to go. And he meets like an old time guy, like in the back room, and he draws it out. And they're like, well, you'll need a team of three guys or some engineers or something. I think, that reminded me of that scene in The Longest Day where they're on Omaha Beach and they have to assemble the Bangalore torpedo and they show how it works. And I think that it looked like a Bangalore torpedo setup. And I'm wondering, like, did Michael Mann see that sequence as a kid and be like, I need to put that in my movie? But they build it and they do it. And then, of course, they have a successful raid. It's not a successful mission. It's a successful mission, I should say, but it's not a successful in game. But they pull it off. But I don't mean to derail you. Continue with your
No,
thoughts on this.
I find it fascinating when the Brits were pretty good at this, at making movies where they would describe an engineering
Hmm.
problem, and then they would introduce the all the specialists, and then you would be part of their design team as they put together this bomb that was going to come out of the airplane and skip along the water until it hits the dam. Did you ever see
Right.
that one?
Yeah,
Like,
I
and you
have.
and you go, wow, and it's based on a true story, and man, it's like, and so if you are like sharing the knowledge of how it works, I think it really is seductive, because now you're in it, and you're part of that team. He had four different people there. He had Bill Brown, who was a top safe cracker. He had Edward Bunker. He was the fence in the show. Or he was a fence in real life, who was played by
Great
John Voight.
face on that guy.
John,
Oh yeah,
John
John
Voight.
Voight. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was good in it too.
So that was sort of the role that he was the overseer. Yeah, I'm a fan, so I sell the stuff to people. Well, how does that work? Well, sometimes we sell back the stuff that we stole from them. Like, you remember, they took the bearer bonds and then they sold them back to them.
Right.
Jimmy, and then Jerry Scalise, another. It was involved in like 100 major heists. If it was heavy, he was in it. And these are these fascinating characters. Sadly, they put all their sort of hard work towards evil. But other than that,
well, I love that he has most of his criminal element / technical advisors play police. I think that's a great way to spin it. My buddy is actually in Heat. Kevin Gage, who played Wayne Grow, and he was talking about the level of attention to detail with Michael Mann was obscene. You and I have joked about what it was like having William Friedkin, the director, Exorcist, work down the hall from us and how he terrified everyone. But he said Mann was a lot like that too. Mann would get loud and vocal and angry, but ultimately want to focus on what to him was the perfect scene, which was a combination of expertise that the audience cannot question. Now, I don't know in the mid-90s if you could actually buy a shape charge in like Arizona and chalk it up to some fictional company. I mean, you certainly couldn't do that now.
No, but then you could actually demolition, like if you were working in mining, or like I worked in seismic. I was carrying around det cord when I was 14, and I had a license and everything. And they were very strict with the caps, but we'd put them into the ground. Anyway, bottom line is it's just another job, and don't really. Why are we talking about? Oh yeah. You could have got it then for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like nowadays, you can't get anything. You can't even buy ammonia. Fertilizer. They restrict all of it. For good reason.
Yeah, right. The anarchists taught us what to do with all of it. So now, instant watch list.
Exactly. You look it up on the website, and there's a satellite gets retasked over your house.
They come out of darkness, sometimes with thunder, sometimes with lightning. Their presence means death.
The prison master was afraid of him. The guards were afraid of him. The town was afraid of him. Lucifer is coming for you. Rest easy, Jack Carr said in a low tone. You're in the final 30 seconds of your life. No quarter. No quarter. Kill all masters. Coming soon